actually. Give me one. If it's live right now, give me 1 second. I think. Why does it say set reminder? Okay, it must be live right now. All right. Welcome to WiiCube Plays. I haven't done one of these for a while, which I still need to continue the Zelda thing, but currently I have Xbox Game Pass, so I want to try out The Outer Worlds just because Obsidian made it, and I love Fallout New Vegas, even though I haven't played it in quite a while. So I'll go ahead and start this up and see if I'm gonna like this or not. If I do, I'm gonna probably buy this. Yes, I know. It thinks I don't know my Game Pass thing's expiring, which I didn't buy Game Pass anyway. It came with my Xbox. So basically, I've just been jokingly calling this Space Fallout, but because Obsidian made it, it probably is Space Fallout, so... Turn the brightness up a little bit. A little bit more. That should be good. I love the music. Oh. I'll just leave it on normal. Yeah, I'm just gonna put subtitles on everything. I always put subtitles on. I love this music. I already love the music.
Why stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will...
Hey, we've seen those cryopods before in Fallout 4. It doesn't end well. I don't trust them on this either.
Designed to maximize your productivity. Guaranteed full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon colony.
Why is everything always October 23rd? Hold on a minute. That had to have been. They had to have just referenced Fallout with that 1023 thing. I mean, they are the original creators of Fallout, so. What the? Did the game glitch, or was that actually the camera? Phineas Vernon Wells. I don't know why I said Wales.
Hundreds of thousands of colonists left adrift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
Cutscene was kind of lagging. Oh, hello. What's this here? Let's see. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna put that up 1 for a minute. Put that up 1. Actually, I'll put strength up another one. I'll put that up one more, and then... I'll just leave temperament down to average. Just try out, see how this looks. Skills. I only got 2 points, so let's see. I'm gonna take long guns if I can. Oh, I just got hit right. Okay,
crack
never
shot.
mind.
Capital.
I am actually not that stealthy. I should take that because of lockpick and hack. I think I'll actually take dialogue though because, yeah, it'd probably be a smart thing to take dialogue for me.
Someone with a talent for exploiting insecurities.
Yes, exactly what you just said. I think. Wait, these are careers? Beverage service technician. Oh, I'm not even gonna read any of what this other stuff says. I just want to see what the effects are. That's determination +1, drink effect duration, block, persuade, cashier. A cashier has persuasion. Okay. Engineering, dodge, end raid damage received, food effects, corrosion damage, inspiration, medical, plasma damage, science, and one-handed melee. Is there no other normal guns? You know what? I'm actually gonna take the cashier one.
At least you know the value of money.
Oh good, now the fun part. Where I try to make something look like me and it does not look like me at all. Wait, is the eyes red? They are red. They look red. I'll take that face. Oh! Looks like friggin' Sith eyes. I know compared to New Vegas, they're giving you a lot more better character selection options. Like for customizing your character. I'll go with that. I wish it would actually say what color. I'm just gonna leave that centered. Most of this stuff I'm just gonna leave basically how it is. Because it actually looks fine in my opinion. Although, I feel like there should be like an eye shape. I might be wrong, I don't know. Something doesn't look right with the eyes. Oh well. Holy crap. Is that supposed to be buzz cut, I'm guessing? None of these look anything close to what I usually use, like from Fallout and all that. I really don't want to use the default one. That's all I sometimes ever do is default. But it's looking like I'm just going to stick with the default, probably. Screw it, I'm just going to leave it. That's something different. They actually have highlights in the hair, it looks like. Yeah, I'm going to go with the red. Screw it. Unibrow. I should just make Ed from Ed, Edd n Eddy. That's what I should just make. I think I'll just leave that one. No facial hair. Ah, wrinkled. That's probably good enough. As you can tell, I am not that like detailed when it comes to creating a character. Name. I'm just gonna use my OC name. Screw it. I don't know, I'm just gonna use my standard. Yeah, I'll just do this, I guess. Screw it. Should be good. Yes.
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend.
Are we gonna die?
Please power down your engines and prepare to be...
Not likely, bootlickers.
What?
Initiate skip jump.
Question is, how did that work with a broken engine like that? That engine was busted. Look at it.
Status. Structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down 10%. If drive is
Shit.
inoperable.
Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? Bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction.
Well, that's
Something
good to
wrong?
know.
Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately, I used
This
the
guy's
last of my
insane, I
medical
love him.
supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a...
He reminds me of the 12th Doctor from Doctor Who.
I see we're in position.
That is why he seems familiar. Okay, so yes, this is definitely made by Obsidian. Like, just from the awkward stuff like that and everything. And just the over-the-top characters like him. It definitely reminds me of New Vegas.
Can you hear me? Is this thing working? Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry. I'm told he's a special dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like
Oh, he's Han Solo.
I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you.
Should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him?
Oh my
Idiot.
gosh.
Told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it.
Oh
Oh well,
jeez.
no sense in letting his ship go to waste.
Holy crap.
Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trusted
Oh,
the
no.
fellow. Might have gone and threw a bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
That... I don't know why. That is so horrible, but I just found it so funny. I told him to plant the beacon, not stand there and hold it. Holy crap. Oh, that was amazing. This game looks beautiful, actually. Like, I gotta take a minute to look at this. It just looks... Just the scenery looks beautiful. But where am I going to now? Okay. I wonder how long I can sprint for, though. Hey, buddy, what happened to your legs? I hear something big crawling around. I don't like it. Well, that explains what happened to that dude's legs. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You don't see me. I'm not here. I'm not here. Be nice if I actually had a weapon right now. How do you check your inventory? Oh, just like that. Okay. Armor management, okay. Okay, so that was just health right there. Alright. What is going on? What
You see now,
the
you've been
heck?
frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
What was that? Is that supposed to be like the new form of VATS from Fallout for this? Because everything just like, I just broke my legs. Oh, that's what that is.
Hey, you, come here.
I don't want to come here.
You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, law, that stings. Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange from my report. Spacer's choice doesn't like us accepting outside help.
Spacers, what?
Oh, we're all part of the Spacer's Choice family here. Not that I deserve to be. Can't even deliver a company slogan. We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take them. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean...
He shot
that,
himself.
right?
He
Barely
shot
scraped by with
himself.
my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters.
You're hiding in a cave and you blocked off the exit. You're as good as dead. What's this about marauders?
Gibbering, flesh-eating, law-breaking, unemployed lunatics with guns.
Sounds like
Some
Borderlands.
grounded their spacecraft out in the open. That's a real good way to attract marauders. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh?
You're gonna blow yourself up too, dude. You're an idiot. Give me your gun before you get yourself killed. I want to say that to him. I want to be mean and say that to him, but I'll be a nice guy and persuade.
Yeah, okay. You look like you know your way around a gun. Got some spare ammo, not counting the bullet in my side. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all. All Spacer's Choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest.
30%
Spacer's
less
choice.
likely to malfunction.
Yes, nailed it that time.
Where am I?
You hit your head or something? You're in Emerald Vale. We're a Spacer's Choice community. Edgewater's a little ways down. Prettiest place in the Vale. Be sure to stop by a provisioner's for a can of our famous salt tuna. The Hope? Is that some sort of fancy new drug? Are you with Auntie Cleo or something? Don't take this the wrong way or nothing, but I'm not allowed to fraternize with Cleo workers. Company policy.
I'm off. Ooh, nice gun. Is there anything in here? Do you have anything else? What's that? Fast ration pill. I'll take that. Pre-sliced bread. Tartarus sauce. You know what? I have no idea what's what just yet, so I'm gonna grab all those. Do I have to shoot these? Because if I do, we're all dead, aren't we? Hey, buddy. Stay back. Okay, we're good.
Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the hell? This...
Okay, what is that? Tactical time dilation. Due to complications stemming from being revived after an extended hibernation, your brain processes time differently. Pressing the tactical time dilation TTD button slows down the world, giving you time to think as well as take action. So it's VATS. It's exactly what I was right. I was right. It's VATS. They put it in there. I love it. Limited time. This must things. Okay, standing still drains a slow while it moves faster if you're moving. That's cool. Hey, buddy. Got a popsicle. It's explosive. Oh, hello. Don't ask why I did the Herbert voice from Family Guy. I just get bored occasionally. Whoops. That. I gotta get used to using X to take stuff instead of A. Weapon management. Yay! I'm not even gonna read that. I know how to manage weapons. Now wait a minute. Is there a... Oh, okay. There's definitely had to be food, though, is what I'm guessing, so... What the heck? Oh... Hacking and lockpicking skills help you get in places you're not meant to be. Mag picks are used to break open locks. Bypass shunts are used to break computer crashes. If your skill is high enough to break the security, you see how many mag picks or shunts you need, how long it will take. Also, they have the whole... Okay, that... Oops. You're probably going to see me jump a lot because I'm so used to Fallout's controls, and I'm thinking this is Fallout when I'm playing it. The lockpicking does not work as how much I just stepped in the fire. It didn't work how I thought it was going to work. Okay, what do we got here? Where are you going there, huh? Where are you going? Where are you going? Stay there. Huh? I just got shot in the back of the head. What? I'm not gonna lie, that works how VATS works in 76, except it worked better. I honestly feel that worked better than Fallout 76's VATS. There's... should have been another body unless it was just that guy I just shot. Hold on a minute. Wait. One charged me and his body's gone. I'm so confused. There he is. Is that what I'm using right now? Is a light pistol? Yeah, okay. So I'm just gonna leave that there. I don't need it. Actually, do all these weapons break? Yeah, I have no idea if these break. I hope they don't. That's one thing about these games I do not like is weapon condition. And they had weapon condition in New Vegas and all that, so...
Hey! Get over here before you get yourself killed!
I ain't gonna get myself killed yet.
Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about.
Stupid Spacer's Choice, like... It's just a landing violation. Let it go.
Really? How is he?
Oh, I killed him. Still a moron.
Shouldn't have done that. Spacer's Choice family ain't authorized to receive medical aid from off-brand physicians.
Oh well.
We'll see him back to Edgewater. Just as soon as I cross these marauders off with the swift, cost-efficient fury that's made Spacer's Choice the most trusted brand in personal defense.
Oh, jeez.
You know, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs some.
Guess I'll have to give you a 0 on my customer satisfaction survey. Do Spacer's Choice guards back down from a challenge?
Well, sometimes. Management's real good at cost-benefit analysis. But, seeing as I'm the acting manager in this situation, you know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. Then it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Here we go.
I like her. Jeez, charging right in, too.
I just earned a fine bonus.
I keep hitting A. I'm actually gonna take those. That's armor I'm picking up, isn't it? Ooh, meat.
This is gonna take a lot of paperwork.
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder.
Okay.
Marauder, please be informed that ignoring me is dangerous for your health.
I'm not a marauder. Oops. I did not want to use that, actually.
Smile for my surveillance device, Marauder. I am tracking your every move.
Okay, so wait a minute.
Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels is a crime. Please submit yourself to the authorities. Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution
She's
against
wearing a vault
unwanted
suit, it looks
solicitors.
like.
Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction.
No, it won't. What are you gonna do? Self-destruct?
Jettison procedures initiated.
What?
Engaging airlocks. Prepare to eject all boarding parties in 5, 4,
What?
3,
What did I just do?
1.
You realize we're on the ground, right?
You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment.
This is hilarious. I love it. Is this Hawthorne
This
shit?
vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne.
He's dead. He's a red smear under my escape pod. No, this is he's
I
dead.
understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand?
Yeah, I'll
Well
be here.
done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced. Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within
That music got
parameters
real
of
somber.
certainty.
I love it.
High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new captain's identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you
The
understand?
Unreliable. Captain Hawthorne of the Unreliable. I like it.
Thank you. I appreciate your cooperation. Best of luck in your search for a power regulator.
The fact that
Try
they
to stay
named
alive
his
this
ship
time.
the Unreliable, and they literally had a crash landing or whatever, it was emergency landing because it was unreliable. That's great. Level up. Oh,
The navigation console is offline at this time, Captain.
select the perks tab. I get it. I get it. Okay, this is always the number one thing I go with is this, so I gotta take this. Can I choose another skill or? Oh, I got 10 points. Oh. Oh, okay. It works just like the old Fallouts. Alright. Maybe. Oh, that's how it works. Okay. I'll go with the melee this time. Stealth. Defense. Guess I'll get each of these a level up and then I'll do this one too. That should work. Hitting enemies in different locations during TTD. Okay. Combat dialogue. Oh, I gotta go back. I want to explore the ship first.
Due to catastrophic power failure, all doors will remain on security lockdown. These are the crew's quarters. Alex preferred to travel alone, but he always had me.
Huh. Why'd I pull my gun out?
The ship's engines cannot be powered until a replacement regulator has been properly installed. If your equipment is in need of repair or modification, the Crux 2000 workbench is at your
The good
disposal,
old
Captain.
original workbench is most likely. Oh no, she's gonna give me a ticket. She's gonna give me a ticket.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay.
I don't have a job. I'm a bum. I don't have a job. Let's see. After I patched up your friend. Starship Safety Inspector. I'm going with it.
By the law. I'm so sorry. I had no idea we had an inspector coming. If you'd like to speak with my manager, I report to Constable Reyes in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Because, yes, I'm a safety inspector. Is she going in? Oh, I thought she's going in. So, when can I get some bigger guns? I need some bigger guns. Is that a Marauder? Yep. They killed a resident. A couple residents, actually. there a head attack? I guess not. Oh, wow. Those turrets. What is that? What is that thing?
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from?
Shovel.
Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend.
Man, I just came through.
Your pod? What are you on about? You take a bruise to the cranium? Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls. And low prices.
Of course. Let's just go with the Alex Hawthorne.
I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silent.
Ew.
Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
I'm gonna talk to you about a power lake.
Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer?
I do what I want.
Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites. We rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see?
You want me to collect what's owed to you? You're making people pay for their own graves. Why can't you collect these fees yourself?
Quotas, mostly. Got a backlog of graves to fill. Bodies won't bury themselves, you know?
Alright, I'll collect the fees,
Four
I
workers
guess.
still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little. He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up.
Where can I find these people?
Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad.
Something else I wanted to ask. Let's...
You
Whoops.
could look at it that way, I suppose.
I don't even know what I
Look at
just
us
hit.
and say, those Edgewater saps lost near every soul to plague. But you'd be wrong. We're survivors. Loyal company folk, braving the wilds.
I'm just gonna go.
I could really go for some salt.
Why does it draw my gun every time I talk to them?
I could really go for some salt.
Anything I steal? I don't want to pull my gun out. Why does it keep pulling my gun out? Live music when available. Day-old Saltuna, 2 bits off.
Heard something outside the walls today.
Nothing for us outside those walls. You ought to know that.
Got some more Western music playing here.
Almost lost a finger in the cannery today.
We should keep our voices down.
I love those glasses, goggles, whatever those are. Can I have them?
Huh?
Great reaction to me just drawing a gun. Huh?
I've got some time.
What do you do here?
Oh, I'm an actuary. That means I keep tabs on a worker's living expenses. How much it costs to feed, clothe, shelter, bury, and replace your average human worker. Technically, I'm employed by the Spacer's Choice Department of Human Resources.
I'll leave you be. That's all I can do. Can't open that door.
I'm sorry. I'll just be a minute.
You had a minute. Next one comes out of your pay.
So I can tell you, I do not like these Spacer's Choice people. Just the way it's run. Body counts at a discount. Why does it keep pulling the gun out every time I use something?
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The cans bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's, mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
It puts food in cans. We have food, we have cans. Why won't it work like we need?
She's expecting saltuna of a certain size.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. I'm Reed Hobson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform.
Because I don't work for you.
Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Fry myself?
Oh, yes. Saw someone put his hands on a regulator while the power was running.
Oh, jeez.
His legs were still twitching when we buried him.
Oh, jeez.
There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
When you say mostly abandoned, what do you mean?
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
What a surprise. I never would have guessed.
No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
No.
Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their stations. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
How will I recognize her?
Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership.
Yeah, they had to have left for a reason.
That reason was me. I asked too much and pushed too hard. But I am ready to make amends if they are willing to return to the fold. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Yeah, sure.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Best friend. Crew to companion. Oh, this is how you can equip stuff to them now. Okay. Huh. Okay, that's something I like there. You can actually select, once you select the side quest thing, it'll just replace the other one with it and doesn't have to be turned off too. That's good, because that's one thing about some of the Fallout games that they did with that. It just got kind of annoying after a while.
Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry. Can we talk? Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale. Oh, he ain't a liar. He believes every word he says. It's just, he doesn't always get where other folk are talking from. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
Did she say before they left, but the thing says of for? Because what?
Miss McDevitt? Oh, gosh, no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent. She used to work up in the big office with Mr. Thompson. Alls I know is she left after her son died. It was a real big to-do. I could hear them both yelling clear from my own place.
Yeah, I can't blame it. I don't want to leave.
Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is. Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Okay, so you can definitely tell this is an Obsidian game because they have almost the exact same movements. Like, during the conversations, the movements are almost all exactly the same as, like, the old school Fallouts. Like New Vegas, and granted 3 was made by Bethesda, but still. That goes outside to the... So wait, where's this at? Oh, okay.
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy. Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment. Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill.
Yeah, what the heck?
If you're not familiar with board law, you ought to be. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker.
The guy shot
Woke
himself.
up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable. Eugene wasn't family. Yeah, I was the closest living person relative to his body at time of death. I'm the one who found him,
of course.
you see, so I pay the fines. Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism.
That's horrible. So Just because someone else did it, they gotta be fine now. And even if it's not like family members, whoever finds them gets fined. That is bull. Yeah, you can't be serious.
I'm plenty serious. In fact, I'm a little upset Eugene didn't think things through. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice.
Yeah, he was a person.
Well, excuse you. I'll have you know, Eugene was an asset to us all. May his atoms be commended to the law.
She got offended by that.
Me for Eugene's
Holy
gravesite
crap.
first, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
I feel like he probably didn't kill himself. I feel like he was murdered. This town's horrible. It really is horrible.
Yes, Mr. Thompson.
Oh,
Fine,
jeez.
Mr. Thompson. Never been healthier. Whoa, did Mr. Thompson send you? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy. You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state? Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows. I'm dying. I'm not long for this world. The date of my expiration is fast approaching. And soon I shall be ushered through the great cannery in the skies.
Don't say that, Mr. Abernathy. You still got a couple decades, haven't you?
I'd steer clear, Ms. Holcomb. My affliction's bound to be contagious. It's plague. Has to be. Silas knows. He knows I got one foot in my grave, and now he wants to charge me for the other one. You are? Oh, wow. First time anyone's ever told me that.
Poor guy.
I'll pay your fees. I don't want any trouble from Silas. But if you could see a way to freelancing for me, I could really use the help.
How can I help?
There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me. I'll do what I can. You will not find any guards within sight of that old place. Marauders, on the other hand.
Oh, I can deal with that.
I have it on good authority. There's a gang of them squatting there. I advise stepping softly. I tried medicating myself with Adrenatime. Didn't do much for me, as far as I can tell. Anyway, I can't just buy medicine. Distribution of medicine is strictly prohibited to any workers beneath the acceptable margin of health. Company policy.
Sounds about right.
More like the company won't treat me because I'm not healthy enough. So you'll do it then?
I'll do it.
You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, Law, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it. Just keep your head down when you're in there. Marauders have taken over. Probably tracking mud all over the archives.
You're making a mistake working for Abernathy.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary. I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine.
I am.
Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead. All I'm saying is Abernathy's worked in this town longer than some of us been alive. How do I put this gently? He's got a lot of cobwebs up in his attic.
Yeah, what do you want
I probably
it for?
shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do.
Oh, so you're running a scam. Yeah, that's not shady
I'm
at
doing
all.
right by the town, I'll tell you that much. You bring me that medicine and I'll see that it goes to the right people.
Liar.
That's all I can ask of you.
She is a liar.
Oh, I cut my own hair.
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs.
Okay.
Physical
I don't like
hygiene
this guy.
recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness. No, thank you. That's quite all right. I've seen enough body parts in my line of work. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment.
Okay, then.
Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
You're broke.
As broke as pie crust, friend. Bidless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch.
You should audition.
Thank you, no. I despise the cereals. Tell Silas I can't afford to pay. And that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies. Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings.
This whole town should just be burned to the ground. Like, this whole place is horrible.
Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions. Much obliged.
Is there a map? Yes, there is. However... I want to see what these arrows are, but it doesn't say, like, what's what. That's something I don't like. I wish it would say, like, what it's leading me to there. Oh, Ludwig's where I'm probably heading to one of these. That's Silas, so I went the wrong way, actually. Unless there's another... Where he's actually out here somewhere. Okay, because this is the
When I
landing
was
pad
little,
right
we'd
here.
get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month. I love the wind here.
Vending machines offer a variety of... Oh, they copied Borderlands with this. This is that. You know what? I don't want to do that yet, just in case I... Excuse you? I don't want to buy any of that yet, just in case I use the guy's money on accident.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the
I want your
boss finally
backup.
came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff.
No.
I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling. The war. The coming apocalypse. Man versus machine.
Terminator.
I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies.
Yeah, gotta watch out for those mechanicals.
That's right. That's what I've been saying. We gotta square our shoulders and stand ever vigilant. Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant. Clattering about, firing at the birds, orchestrating their uprising.
What?
When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing, shoulder to shoulder with the resistance? I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. Saw tuna cans mostly, some Spacer's chaw, few bit cards. I'll reward you for your aid. Enlistment fees. Yeah, I suppose. Wouldn't want to give the resistance a bad name.
This guy's nuts.
They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. This scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off, then report back. Mechanicals got a weak spot in their midsections. I think the technical term is, the blue glowy square thing.
The blue glowy square thing. That's the technical term.
Go on. I'm Ludwig Miller, Associate Security Officer for Transportation. Officially? Unofficially? Strictly between you and me. I am the only thing standing between Edgewater and total annihilation.
So, I'm guessing I got the money from him, so I'm gonna go ahead and pay this guy back. Or at least with most of the stuff, anyway. Seems like there's actually an infinite sprint, which is surprising. I figured they'd have some kind of like action point type thing that would like decrease over time, but I guess not.
Hey, Miss Parvati. Lovely to see you about, Miss Parvati.
Things going all right, Silas?
Been keeping him careful and true, miss.
Hey, you want to talk to me?
Best to ask her yourself.
My dad's buried here.
Oh.
Silas watches over him when I can't leave the house. Oh. Well, thanks.
Something I can do for you? You run into any trouble? Conrad's barbershop is a yawning pit that swallows his every bit. I keep telling him he should cut a few corners, skimp out on the disinfectant. You gotta put the squeeze on Conrad. Find some dirt on him. Maybe check his back room.
Extortion.
That's the word, extortion. Been on the tip of my tongue all day.
Can I pay you the other ones? I guess it will not let me pay the other ones there, so. So how do I get to this back room? Oh, right there. Oh, look at the bodies. I can barely read that, jeez. Receptionist shot himself. This is bad. Company's gonna have to call it for what it is. Destruction of Spacer's Choice property. Eugene was an asset and somebody has to pay his body price. This is gonna ruin us. So I was thinking that we pawn off his teeth. What? Eugene had a full set of gold teeth. Heirlooms passed down his family or something. You're processing his body, right? Just dig around and pry them out. We sell the teeth somewhere nice and quiet. Use the bits to pay his body price and nobody's the wiser. What do you think? Don't write back. In fact, don't talk to me at all. Just give me a special signal next time you see me. Waggle your eyebrows. Wow. Well. We got our evidence. Sorry, buddy, that's kind of messed up.
What can I do for you? You know about Eugene? How?
You just left the note right there. I'm a minor here. I should have said it.
You know Phyllis suggested selling off Eugene's gold teeth. I didn't approve of the idea then, and I don't approve of it now. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene.
Wow.
He took them to his grave. That's unthinkable. Eugene's body and all rare earth minerals contained therein are solely the property of Spacer's Choice. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
Are you asking rhetorically? Because if you're being serious...
Ew.
Ugh, gross.
Desperate measures, Miss Holcomb. Desperate measures. I'm going to have to ask Silas to dig up those teeth. It's the only way I'm paying my gravesite fees. I'm sure that I have no other choice. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU. Eugene was not a suicide. He put a bullet in his brain, yes, but that's largely a technicality. I was the one who prepared Eugene's body for interment. I discovered symptoms of the plague on his corpse.
Oh.
And I discovered medicine in his pocket. Lots of medicine. Eugene overdosed on adrenatime, which is known to cause psychosis and paranoia as possible side effects. The paranoia drove him to take his own life.
Oh, jeez.
It's a miracle of bureaucracy. If Eugene's death were filed as a suicide, we'd all pay the price for his crime. We can all thank our lucky stars that young Eugene was hopped up on medication and suffered its predictable side effect. I included it all in my official report. I'd like to think I saved Edgewater a great deal of money. We never could have paid the fines associated with a suicide.
Jeez. This place is completely messed up. Like, completely messed up. That's terrifying. Wrapped it on head anatomy. That is just messed up. That thing's terrifying.
Fancy threads. That some kind of hibernation suit? You run into any trouble? Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to. And I'll buy you a drink sometime. Suppose you've earned it. One good turn deserves another. Yeah?
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Okay, let's see what I can do here. I got 10 skill points to use, so level up my dialogue again. Yeah, why not? Tech. Ranged, melee, defense, stealth. Okay, let's go with another defense. Another ranged. And we'll go with tech again. Wait, what mission am I on right now? Oh, I'm back on that. Well, as of right now, though, I think I'm going to go ahead and see. I can actually save the game right there. I better go ahead and do that. I think for now, I'm going to go ahead and just end it right here for now. Because it's actually about almost 3:30 in the morning and I'm actually getting really tired. So, thanks for watching. Yeah, I'm thinking that once my Game Pass expires, that I might eventually actually get this. I'm going to try to stream it a couple more times here, or just record stuff for this. So, anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.